Guys, welcome back for another one. Today's another character review, and today we are doing Dagger. So, as part of my resource management series a few days ago, I brought out No Regrets, and I told all you guys can come over to my Discord and request a character breakdown of any character you're either curious of where they're at on their ranking, or where are they if they're not in the top 20, or if you just want a better breakdown of a character you're very curious about. So with that said, today is Dagger because the animal has come over to my Discord and requested where is Dagger, as Dagger did not appear in my top 20 of No Regrets. So quickly, what is resource management? So resource management gives a score to each character based on the following game modes. 1. Can they unlock a legendary? Can they be used for monthly events? Are they the best option for the highest tier challenge? Are they Dark Dimension efficient? Can they be used in Doom raids? The number of campaigns they can be used in, and then lastly, are they considered a part of arena meta? So today I'm doing this presentation a little bit differently. If you caught the one from Hella, it's gonna be a little bit more different today because I think it's very important to acknowledge some of the issues and why people are confused why Dagger's not in the top 20. So first off, where does she rank? Well, she has a score of 89. I don't know if you guys remember that video or not, but basically she ranks 21 out of 193 characters in the game. So she actually missed the top 20 just barely to Adam Warlock. And we're going to get into why she did in just a little bit. But she does rank in the top 15% of characters. Out of 193, top 10% is 19. She's just a little outside that 19, so she's in the top 15%. So in resource management, No Regrets, this is where you guys saw CLOAK. He can be used in 2 daily challenges, completes 5 different sections of campaigns. He's considered Dark Dimension efficient and also useful in Doom raids, and all that stuff combined gave him a score of 99. Now, I made one of these slides for CLOAK, and I want you guys to see the difference. It is Dagger. Useful in 2 daily challenges, can be used in 5 different sections of campaigns, considered Dark Dimension efficient and useful for Doom raids, but she has a score of 89. So how is it that she covers everything CLOAK does, but has 10 less points than CLOAK? This mainly comes down to one game mode and one game mode only, Dark Dimension. When I collect information for Dark Dimension, I not only collect information from infographics giving character scores if they are featured in infographics, as means they're recommended by other content creators out there. So why does CLOAK still rank 10 points less? Well, that's also because I physically go into the game and see what characters are actually being used in Dark Dimension, and characters get scores based on the number of times they're actually used. Because let's face it, there are a lot more players out there than there are content creators and infographic makers that they also deserve their voice. So I go in to Dark Dimension 5 and see how each character is being used, how much they're being used, and so forth. So for this example, let's go into the game. All right, so we're in here in Dark Dimension. Let's go over to Dark Dimension 5. And for argument's sake, let's go to the very last node here on City. So what I do is I'll go here to City, look at the top 10 clears. And you can see here, 41 damage. So these people are basically one-shotting this node. So it does give me a good representation what's considered efficient. What investment has gotten people to clear this content as quickly as possible. So when we look at this data and I'm looking at the top 10, you guys can still see it prevalent still today. The first team you guys see here, there's a CLOAK, there's no Dagger. Second team, there's a CLOAK, there's no Dagger. Let's see if this happens any more times. There they're paired. They're paired. There, number 5 is another one. There's a CLOAK, but there's no Dagger. I think they're paired. I think I just checked this out, but I think they're all paired the rest of the time. Paired. Obviously, they work better as a pair, but this shows when I collected data what players are actually using. She is being skipped, so she doesn't score as high. Her score, because you guys see she's featured more times than not, she's considered efficient and not use in my data, but she doesn't score as high as CLOAK. And that difference in scoring in Dark Dimension places CLOAK up much higher in my resource management rating system than Dagger does. Dagger is still a very important character, don't get me wrong, right? It takes like 25 plus characters to really, to do the top level of this game. And Dagger's in that conversation. She just happened to have a little bit less use in Dark Dimension than Dagger, or than CLOAK, sorry guys. So that will wrap up my character review of Dagger, and hopefully you guys have a better explanation and a better reason and understanding of my resource management system and how some characters, even though they match up very similar, still will have a difference in their overall rating. And I think this a lot comes down to how much resources, especially teal gear resources, it takes to level up Dagger over Cloak. Plus, I think for Dark Dimension's sake, Cloak is the better option over Dagger if you want to look at them as a standalone characters. But with that said, if you guys enjoyed this one, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe. And don't forget that notification bell if you don't want to miss the next character review or the next video in the resource management series. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.